to the Vegan Steven podcast. It's every day. Well, when is it live? Oh, it's every day. It's every day. Oh, praise your science. Oh. Everything's fucking going great. That green screen looks a tad feckin'. Sorry lads, I just got the green screen in. And it's a bit confusing to put it mild like. So I think I just gotta lock down this exposure. Did that work? Alright, we're on F4. Shall we give it a go? We are the light. Wikipedia facts. Fuck your selfish charity act. Fuck your religious ghost stories. Fuck your job and your degree. 'Cause I don't wanna be part of your politically correct attack. I don't wanna be part of your empty social movement. 'Cause we are the life, and you can't have us, not us, not us, not us. So fuck everyone who advertises fear. Fuck charging sick people for health care. Fuck product placement brands. Fuck the capitalist bullshit land. 'Cause I don't wanna be part of your politically correct attack. I don't wanna be part of your empty social movement. 'Cause we are the life, and you can't have us, not us, not us, not Oh, heal the people, don't enslave the people with shit with downy, 'cause all we need is each other. Heal the people, don't enslave the people with shit with downy, 'cause all we need is each other, and we are the life. And then Hello and welcome to another iconic episode from the #1 vegan podcast this side of the universe. It's been voted. We got Zeus in on the job. We got Cleopatra in the job. We put it to the vote. It was a tie neck and neck between myself and the Little and Aldi podcast. The Little and Aldi podcast is blowing up right now all over the things. Apparently Little and Aldi are these two brothers, and they're always fighting with each other, kind of like a Noah Gallagher, Liam Gallagher, Oasis job, and their mom has to break them up all the time. It's a mess. It's tearing families apart, this whole thing. Apparently Little and Aldi started delivering there. Still waiting for my check off them, but sure listen, I'll drop them a once off shout out. Wee puppy boys. Today's date is the 28th of the 1st, 2020. 2020. Oh man, in one day my Instagram ban's going to be lifted. And I'll be back posting on Instagram. It's going to be flipping wild. Vegan Steven podcast is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Steven is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters. All characters and events in this show are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The voices contain poor. The following program contains coarse language and due to its content should not be viewed by anyone. Flippin' floppers, you're taking your life into your own hands, people. This is live, this is every day, this is not a drill, this is the vegan fucking #1 podcast promoting positive mental health. Right now, some of the top doing podcasts are my podcast on dyslexia and CBT. So that's very interesting. I'll hopefully be doing an episode on synthesis part 3 and green screen, because green screen's fucking, it was confused the fuck out of me. I just couldn't get it. Is Vegan Steven the first podcast to be in stereo? Check this out, baby. Oh, I'm in this ear. And now I'm over here in the other ear. Isn't that mad? And you can do a bit of that. Oh my god. Oh, whoa, what's going on? And wait a minute, you come back on the stage. This is live. Apparently if the green screen's really bad, you I should be out of focus right now. And apparently one of the most inspirational people I've ever had the absolute pleasure of stay on this line, because if I don't stay on this line I can go left or right, but I can't go forward and backwards. I'm on some kind of axis, and if I spread from that axis then my I go blurry, and I don't know. Apparently with green screens you have to shoot everything, you have to be lit from every fucking angle. So I have to be lit like at all angles. There's a torch here going up my ass crack, and there's another light coming out my balls. Oh, it's a bit just to be honest, it's a little bit on the uncomfortable side. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm biting the bullet for you guys, Vegan Steven fans. So once again, Vegan Steven, 10% of all profits going to charity. The charities will be selected, the top 30 charities voted by the Vegan Steven listeners. So I'm absolutely delighted to, the paperwork isn't all 100% set up yet, but by the end of 2020 hopefully all the paperwork will be sorted out and there'll be an automatic cut taken of the profits. So I got some classic designs here, working on the sunglasses designs. So I got some classic models. Where's the fucking camera? Got some classic models and all this, and then sure I'll try them on, will it? Crack. I've got a shitload of different hat designs in bulk, like they're all different designs and all this shit. So just see what's the best, you know. So these just came in the post today. How baller are these? Here, comment below which ones you like, because this could be a big influence on the Vegan Steven brand. Alright, so that's one pair, okay? That's pair #1. Alright. I think they're pretty baller ass. For you people listening, they're absolutely wild. They're like the huge lenses, and they're like wraparound, and they've got as like a side view lens. They're absolutely bonkers. I don't know who came up with them. We got some aviator style classic glasses with some diamondy shit going on the side. The thing I don't like about aviators is the sides aren't thick enough. I don't know what you guys think. I think I'll go with black aviators with glasses with a white frame, and I'll have Egan Stephen written on the lens. Here's some classic kind of as a 70s something. These are my second guess. I think I might. I really like these. These are. So that was pair 1. This is pair 2. Fucking hell, I love these, man. Vote below which one you want. Fucking hell. Apart from this silver bit here, I really like these. I like the side to be thicker, and these to be more out. It's not quite. It's nearly the way I want it, but it's not bang on. So that's pair 2. Let us know what you think of them. That's the crack with that. Then we got pair 3. These ones, my stylist was looking at these and she was like, no, you're not wearing those. And I was like, oh, come on, they look so good. And she was like, no, please don't wear them. So I really wanted to wear them with the stylist. Put them to the round table of stylist and all the rest of it, and it wasn't to be. So this is pair C anyway. So there you are. So once again, which one's which? Sure, who knows. And then we got I don't know what number I'm on, but then we got kind of this kind of classic kind of, these are the ones I'm wearing right now. These are the ones I'm liking the most. Possibly get a white frame on it or something, and have some white writing, like Egan Stephen or something like that. Pretty cool. Anyway, there you are. So I'm chuffed about that, because I want just one t-shirt, one pair of glasses, one. So I don't want to be fucking around with like, oh, here's a range of fucking 7 hats. Fuck that bullshit. Just fucking one black jacket, one white t-shirt, one pair of black pants, one pair of black socks, one pair of fucking the fucking Vegan Stephen jobbies. Yeah, one hat, one pair of sunglasses, one pair of boxers. That's all. One design. 3 different sizes. Hat and sunglasses. I'm just joking. But yeah. So this is. I guess this is number 5. If you want to vote for that, this is the one I'm going for anyway. I shouldn't have. I'm after spoiling the vote there. So the one I just all black kind of aviators kind of thing. And I like the caps. I've got our full range of hats. It's fucking amazing. But I like these hats that I'm wearing right now. It's kind of classic baseball style hat, but it's not like the classic kind of baseball like Lakersy hats where the top of the hat goes up loads. It's the brim is straight, so I think it's a flat cap brim or something. It's not a curved brim. And then normally with the flat brim hats, the actual bit that covers the back of your head and so on is really, really high. So I like a much smaller one just so it kind of sits. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm into. So the design will be kind of close to this. I think the front, well, kind of like this. It won't be like this. I'll say like fucking Vegan Stephen on it, red and white in the classic Vegan Stephen colours. Apparently black is the absent colour and white is all the colours. What blew my mind today was, do you know I was, alright, do you know the way that like, this is, this stuff hurts my head, right? There's the speed of sound, the speed of light. Now, there's sound and then there's like ultrasonic sound, which is faster. And then there's sound and then there's subsonic, which is slower than sound. And sound, when I say sound, I mean between like 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz, which is, if you're being very generous, that's the human range of hearing. But I don't know anyone whose range of hearing is that wide. It starts rolling off from the day you're born. Like your hearing starts rolling off the high end anyway. Like just like tape, it gets a bit muffled. That's how you lose it. You lose it, you groove it. Yeah, so I got the old mystery book there to help me out. So I started using the green screen, and it's absolutely, I fucking love it, man. I'm literally just standing in front of I'm standing in a room, and I know this seems wild because you're just like looking at me or hearing my voice and this seems mad. Okay, but in reality, I'm standing in I'm standing in Studio B. I have a camera pointing at me and I've one light either side of my face, like right in my face. And then I have one light right above my head, like half a foot, just right above my head. And then I have one light about 4 feet in front of me, right above the camera, pointing straight at me. So there's 4 lights in here, and I'm meant to have 5 lights, but I didn't have it. I'm still waiting for one of them in the post because I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. I'm just kind of learning on the go here and just be like, oh, how the fuck do you do this? And then I spend like 2 weeks trying to find out how to do it and train myself and all this shit. Just learn as you go. Which is what I recommend. There's no point in learning fucking everything inside out. Well, that'll just slow you down. You just learn what you need for the day, and keep it lit, keep it going. Yeah, there you are. Vegan Stephen hats, €200. I'm selling confidence, people. Underpants, 150 blippers, designed by women, just for men. How do you guys feel about, like, do you guys really care if your clothes, where your clothes is made? Because if I make the clothes in Bangladesh, it's going to be a certain price for the if you have the exact same thing, right? Depending on what country I make it in, and depending on import and export stuff and all this stuff. Alright, if I have it made in China, say a hat, then it's going to be a certain price. And if I have it made in Bangladesh, I think the price goes up. And if I think I want to make it in Japan, the price goes up. If I want to get it made in a European country, the price goes right up. Because you have to pay minimum wage to all the... Yeah, so... I don't know. Because I can be like, oh, I'm vegan Stephen and so on. But in order to be competitive, Apple make everything in China. I think everyone does, really. They have the world's best workforce, or at least biggest, if not the best. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just interesting because there's what people are willing. Like, if I'm like, you know, charging a premium for a product and all this stuff, it's going to be probably made within Ireland and so on. But if people don't want to pay any money, because generally people don't want to pay a lot of money for stuff, I have to make it very far away. And then that kind of, people are like, oh, that's not ethical then. But listen, you're not willing to pay for it enough for it to be ethical. So I don't know. But basically, yeah, look at any of the big Walmart and all the rest of it, made in China. All your dollar, euro stores around the thing, they just get it from China and so on. Everything's just made in China, so it's fine. You can either go to your local shop, or else you can go on Amazon or eBay and order directly for yourself. You're taking a bit of a risk because you don't know what the quality is going to be like, but you're going to save at least 75% on whatever you're buying. Works for camera lenses, Canon camera lenses, tripods. Just buy knockoff shit. Generally, don't buy any tech. Stay the fuck away from tech. Don't buy tech, knockoff tech. Really, really bad idea. With the less moving part, anything to do with programming, maybe not. I don't know. I retract my statement. I just kind of mean, if you're gonna really cheap out, don't cheap out on electrical stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I'm only thinking of one context, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of the whole brand kind of, because I don't know. I'm not going to change it, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even ask because I shouldn't care, but I don't know. For the moment, for the logo, we have try a man with horns out of his head. What's that called? A minotaur? So it's a minotaur, right? And that represents the animal inside the fucking... Inside everyone. The need to, like, hunter-gatherer and go out and kill with your hands or whatever it is. Have fights with your neighbours and go to war and all that bullshit. So it's that part. And then there's the kind of, but it's, we're trapped in this age where it's not acceptable to, you know, touch anyone or punch anyone or really even shout aggressively. So it's a very confusing time. If you there's a big hard, I think it's a hard, I'm only finding this out, it's something to do with like a hard left or something. Hard, they call it the hard left, just the gender or something, I don't know what it is. But it's making men more feminine, which is kind of fine, but in order for stuff to move forward, yeah, it's just, in order for stuff to progress, people need to be aggressive. Oh, jeez, maybe that's where one of those words come from. Because otherwise it's just going to be stagnant, and I keep forgetting this word. It's degradate. I think degradate when say for example, if you never walk, the muscles in your legs go all weak. I think it's called degradate, where it starts to break down, and if it's not rebuilt, because like I think it's every 7 years or something, every part in your body is remade. Or I know I'm probably misquoting that, but your body remakes itself and so on. So I was also thinking to myself, I kind of waste a lot of time going up and fact checking all the things. So yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed in the description, I always try to put like every fancy word I mention, I try to put like a dictionary definition. Just because sometimes I think I know what words mean, and maybe you guys think you know what words mean, but we're using them out of context or something. Because the kind of, not the context, the feelings associated with words changes dramatically throughout time. Yeah. I don't know, it seems like there's some kind of weird, in order to sell us stuff. Now this might seem a bit wacky or something, so I don't know. In order to sell us stuff, they need us, because humans are so terrified of everything, because it's anxiety or whatever, and we wouldn't be alive without anxiety. We feel a need to create a safe place, especially having to do with kids or wives or fucking any crackle too, that safe place. So people are trying to sell us a safe place. Is it safe? Oh, is it safe? Is it fun? But most importantly, is it safe? When you're trying to sell something and all that stuff, yes, it is safe, but I don't know. Safety is a huge thing for like mothers, children, and just family decisions, which is where a lot of the money goes. Family decisions. So safety is very important. It's mental. Yeah, but it seems like there's this artificial world created. Now, I'm not talking about like a big conspiracy. I'm just talking part of human nature, and it's a side effects on what we choose to buy. So I'm not saying, oh, it's a big conspiracy or anything. I think the demons in our own heads and are sticking to our own comfort zone. But sure, look, my socks went white. I painted the fucking floor white again last night. It's after getting all over me. I took off my shoes because I noticed that you can hear my footsteps walking around. So I don't know. I'm trying to step up the game in podcast land, because I noticed the standard podcast is kind of, I don't know. I couldn't find a podcast that held my attention. Like, there's obviously amazing ones that I love flicking at and stuff, but just as across the board, it seems like a lot of people just don't know what they're doing, either technically or, oh shit, I just ripped another hole in my green screen. Thank fuck it's not showing up. There's so many holes in my green screen, it's fucking wild. Hopefully I'll have a moving green screen. It's fucking amazing. I'd love to hear if you guys have any ideas for the backdrop of the green screen. It'd be fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have like big caves and like people running around the background and stuff. It's gonna be fucking wild. Because right now I think I'm just working in 2 dimensions. I'm working with me walking forwards and backwards on one plane, and then pretty much behind me there's not much space, so it's kind of like almost on the same plane. There's not much distance between myself and the background, kind of sandwiching together, so there's not much sense of depth really. You're getting some sense of depth with me walking closer and further to the microphone and so on. But yeah, I don't know, I was just looking at the whole podcast game, and I was listening to the sound quality, and the sound quality wasn't great. Like consistently not great and so on. And the video quality was good to very good at the high level podcast, but at the podcasts that were just starting out, their first year or two, it wasn't either not a non-existent video, or else very, very not great video. And sometimes the video would be okay, but they'd use the audio off the camera, and just in general, just kind of beginner mistakes, because it takes a long time to get good at this shit. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool to be the first. Maybe there are some podcasts in stereo, who knows? But I thought I'd give it a go. So this podcast in stereo, hopefully that works. Because a lot of the time they just have one mic and they have it jammed in their face the whole time. It doesn't really give any depth to the fucking sound. It's just like this fucking person talking in your fucking ear, which is fine, but generally if you're chatting with people and so on, to keep it more natural, like you're just walking around doing all that, unless you're in a coffee shop, I don't know. Try and make this more of a connection, more open. More open connections, darling. Yeah, all that kind of crack. So that's all I'm gonna say on the subject. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll say some ways in which because I'm more of a solutions-based company than. All right, so yeah, so I'm just trying to step up the game, I guess. I'm doing some stuff like having the sound in stereo, having the sound consistently loud, talking about positive energy things that hopefully people will be interested in. Just making the product more easy to consume, rather than like an awkward steak you have to cut up and take the bullets out of, or chicken you have to search for the fucking, what's that, shotgun. It just feels, a lot of podcasts just seem very awkward to digest, like, and I just want to make a nice product that will just slide into your little day, and you just be like, oh, that's nice. And the real thing is, right, I am just representing you. When you invest in Vegan Steven, you invest in yourself, because I show you everything I do. I've got the equipment I have right now, the whole lighting and the backdrop green screen cost me €200. Now it took a little while to get to me. I think I had to wait 2 weeks or something. Because I could have got it for much more, but I didn't have much money at the time when I was purchasing these. And I had I think she's not that famous. She'll be famous in a few years. She has a good few films and ads behind her belt, but she was looking at my camera setup and she was like, whoa, this is really nice. So I don't know if that person shops around or whatever. I spent forever doing my research. So yeah, I don't know. And people who have green screens, they tend to like make a balls of it. So yeah, I don't know. Obviously I have a long way to go, but I find a lot of people just in life just seem to just settle. They just seem to go, oh, this will do, and then they settle. And then they get lazy and it gets worse, and because they're not constantly staying on top of things, because yeah, it's something that happens to millionaires. Millionaires get their first million, they're like, oh, grand, I can chill now, and they lose it, because they or they don't know how to, well, first of all, they don't know how to keep the money coming in. Basically, they just start relaxing and stop working their ass off. So all these millionaire books tell me. So it's quite interesting that the most popular podcasts on dyslexia. So I have one of the most important people, influential in my life that I got the pleasure of meeting, was a teacher of mine, and she helped me with every day with my dyslexia. I don't want to say I just got to keep the details very loose, you know, for legal reasons and all that crap. Fictional show, fictional characters. But yeah, hopefully she'll be on she's agreed to come on the podcast, so that's fucking brilliant. And you'll get it from the whole dyslexia side from her perspective, and she teaches master's students how to interact with children with special needs and so on. She's been doing her whole life. A woman at the top of her field, so yeah. All her mates are doctors and all this stuff, so yeah. There you have it. There you have it. So yeah, that'll be nice. I think I'm nearly ready to do international calls, like, you know, with the world. Because there was a rake offers in a while ago, and then I had to tell them, listen, you're going to get back to me, because I won't be able to set up for a little while, because I have to learn how to do everything. You know what I mean? Like the first podcast I did was no backdrop, no nothing, and this is why you guys can just do whatever you want. You just have to just do it. And kind of, I relate it to learning guitar through a really loud amp in public. Because you just got to fail hard, and the embarrassment will make you work even harder, which is the thing. Like a lot of time you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with my energy, because you're afraid to, like, you know, take a chance or whatever, which is fine. I avoided doing this for years and years and years. I thought I'd be abandoned by fucking pushed out by the family or whatever. I don't know, just a load of mad shit. You think, oh, what if no one likes it? Oh, what if I never get another job again because I was on the internet one time, and what if no one likes my clothing line, and all this mad shit, and what if people blah, blah, blah. A whole lot of silly stuff. And then the hardest part is, as I always say, is when you're doing it, a lot of people second guess you and just be like, oh, you really shouldn't be wasting all that time following your dreams, and you're only going to make yourself upset and so on. But if you attach what you're most passionate about with a solid business plan that works in the current economic climate and is attached to current monetizable trends and so on, and you're also mobile enough that you can be applied to anything. Like charisma can be applied to anything: movies, ads, and so on. So can acting, so on. So you just gotta find the angle on everything to make your money. And make your cash money. Alright. So fucking hell, halfway through the podcast. Fuck. So there's a whole lot of news I can look at. I'm trying not to do the whole looking at the news thing, because I'd like to keep it just you know, chin wag, you know, chinny chan, chin kwan. So yeah, the only thing stopping me from doing this podcast was fucking terror. I was absolutely fucking terrified of just making mistakes. Huge fear of just making mistakes. I go into my little house here. Jeez. Man, I can hide behind here in the side of the podcast and come out as one of the special guests. That's fucking gas. I don't know if any of you guys are watching this live on the YouTube, but all the videos are up, the entire playlist and so on. But there's a little kind of hiding place on the green screen where you can just kind of duck in behind the kind of Vegan Steven Minotaur banner, and you can come out and just be like some other character or something. I don't know. I'm just really excited because this whole green screen is like, it's the coolest thing ever. Do you know when you're a kid and you see, it used to blow my mind, when I was a kid, you know, you see the news, and then like, you're like, oh, fucking mom, dad, how's that fucking work? How's that? And then you find out loads of TVs done on green screens, and you're just like, this is mental. I was looking up the history of green screens because I fucking love life. So Thomas Edison invented the whole movie recording camera thing, phonograph, or something. I don't know. He invented some of the first movies, and some of the first movies were people's. Alright, but anyway, so they used this way. Instead of using a green screen, they used to use a yellow screen and dress up in black. And because black has no colour, the stuff would go missing and the yellow would be cut. And then they found out that what would be better than yellow would be blue. So in Hollywood, they started using these blue screens because they could do all this mad magic and have trains running around the background of these screens, and it really upped the production value. Instead of having to do have like artists draw all the fucking paintings in the background, they could just fill them in later. It would save it saved a lot of everything. Like it was a really, do you know, even you're able to do all that stuff with cars. Green screen was just fucking huge, like for cinema. You can do all that stuff where you're sitting in a car and you pretend to drive in the back, moves around and so on. It's fucking wild stuff, like. Man, I love green screens. Do you know what? Fucking, I was like invested in the green screen. I was asking lads who were in the film business, they work full time or whatever. I was like, here, what's it, like, any tips for the green screen? And all they had to say was, just don't use it, just go outside. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I believed them like a fucking idiot. I just have to stop believing people and just do what I'm doing, because other people just seem to, they just don't know the angle that I want, which is fine, and I'm not the best at explaining things. I'm learning, I'm finding the right words. But people, when I explain stuff to people, they tend to just get it completely fucking wrong. And it's always my fault, which is fine, but it's a bit exhausting having things always be your fault because you're a bad communicator. It's like, stress. But sure, listen. Yeah, work has never stressed me out in my life. It's only other people that stress me out. Just being around other people. People are fucking annoying, man. Or are they? I was watching a thing with Milo Yakomankos. Like I said, a lad called Milo. I don't know his name anyway. He said some mad shit on the Joe Rogan podcast. Now I know I'm a few years late to the party, as usual with the Vegan Steven podcast, but he said mad shit. He said, I'm going to paraphrase him, okay? If anyone wants to look it up, you just look, like, it's Joe Rogan, Milo, I think his first name begins with Yo Yakwalana. Anyway. He was saying stuff like, oh shit. Better keep moving. I started yawning loads on the podcast yesterday, nearly fucking killed me. We got HD audio on the Instagram. It's gonna be fucking wild. Apparently, I don't know if you guys can see this, but apparently you can tell if the green screen is really good or not by having water in front of it. I don't know how that works, but that's how you tell if a green screen is really good. Okay, sorry. I'm just literally boasting about myself because it's so weird being in a room with light coming at you from every fucking angle. I got the floor painted white so the light bounces up underneath my face, and it's just fucking wild. It's like being in a weird sun tanning bed of heat coming at you at all angles. It's fucking wild. And yeah, they use a similar a system similar to this except they have a light coming from the back as well for in Disney for making like the character figures. They put the actors in here and they take a photograph of them at all angles. And it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Life's fucking weird, man. Life's very fucking weird. Drones are starting to show up around Ireland, man. There's some kind of, no driving drones around fucking Dublin or some shit, but people are still doing it because they have them. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. Like, I definitely saw a good few drones floating around over people's gardens, and it's fine. Just that paranoid streak in me is just like, oh. But to be honest, that's all it is. Fucking paranoid, and you can hear them a fucking mile off. So, it's fine. I was listening to deadmau5, and deadmau5 just picked up the drone. I think he threw, I don't know why he did. He just got someone's flying a drone over his back garden and look at his window or something, and he just fucking ran up and got it or something. I don't know, you can watch the whole interview on, I think it's the H3 podcast, deadmau5 drone. deadmau5, I got a lot of my ideas from deadmau5 to do this podcast because he said his fans were getting frustrated with him because they were like, where the fuck are you? You haven't had that out in ages. And so he has a video running every day while he's making beats, and that way people go, oh, he's working away anyway, even if we don't have. He's working on his. It's just people like to know you're fucking keeping busy. And sure, Stalin was the fascist leader of Italy or something like that for a while. He did his thesis in college on The Prince by Machiavelli, and he. But back to the point, I love synthesizers so much. Man, I got a new synthesizer last night. Do you want to see it? So what did Stalin do? I can't remember. I can't remember what I was talking about. There you are. Oh, living there. There's a fresh bottle of fucking. Here, I'll open this up. I'm gonna open it in front of the mic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What I love about this, cause the sound is like super HD and left and right and shit. I can sample the audio of anything on my own podcast, because I own the rights and all that shit. And I can use it like and put in my sampler bit. So I can just literally get my phone, press play, go record it into my little portable little sampler, and then I have the sound. If you just be like sampler, 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 record it in my sampler, sampler, and chop it up, like, it's fucking amazing. I'm a huge fan of myself. And just music's fucking great in general. You know yourself. It's good. It's good. I love it. So the whole green screen thing, yeah. So they had blue screens, because the people working in the film or whatever were white or Caucasian or whatever, but they realised that the blue screens with the black people's skin wouldn't work because there's too many blue overtones or undertones, I can't remember which, in the colour blue with black people's skin. So they changed it to green because it's the furthest away from white people's and black people's skin and Asians or whoever else exists. So why the fuck was I talking about Stalin? Oh yes, because Stalin in his office, he always had a light on in his office so people would think he's always working. So no matter, like, he just left the light on in his office night and day, and apparently he was rarely there. But so people would think he's like the hardest working man in the country. And that's what a lot of people did, like people doing propaganda for themselves. They pass out, they make it seem like they're working night and day, never take a second off, like Vegan Steve. They go like, I'm the hardest working man in the land. Man, I got this. Last night I was on the. Have you guys ever bought anything second hand? I was on the second hand site last night, and I saw this synthesizer for, I think they're like 600 euro or something, and a lad was selling it for 120 delivered to the gaff, and I was like, fuck, that sounds good. So yeah, I don't know, got it anyway, and yeah, I'm just delighted. Like, I love synths more than anything in the world right now. They're very good, like. So yeah, it's kind of nice because you can just, everything's right here. There's no like, do you know, like with a laptop, it's, you have to go looking for stuff and like, you know, look, oh maybe it's in this menu, or maybe it's in that. Everything's just like, you press it, there it is. There's no like going, oh, is it, where's that thing? It's just like, you want this thing, press the button because it's right there in front of you and you have it. It's just fucking lovely, and it's huge. Because compared to my my other little synth job, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a huge difference in size. So I have this little red one for battery powered for playing on playing on the bus and all that stuff, and it sounds fucking unreal. And it's red. Whereas this one is like for, I don't know, it's just another different fucking beast of a thing. Apparently they have nearly the same brains inside them. Nearly. But yeah, I don't know. I just fucking hate computers. There you are, I fucking hate computers. Because, you know, I think a lot of people feel the same with this. Like, here's fucking, touchscreen's fine, but using a mouse is just fucking annoying. So I used to make all my music on a computer for years, but I just felt, I was just fucking getting pain in my neck and all this stuff, and it's always in the same place. Whereas if you have, I know it's a lot more expensive, but if you have, like, this is just a digital synthesizer. You make the exact same thing on your iPad or whatever, but with this thing, you don't have to go, oh, where's it fucking, you don't have to update the app every fucking while. When your iPad gets old and dies, you don't lose the synth. This is here, like this is like a 10-year-old synth, like. Basically what I'm trying to get at is, oh, it's so cool, is that I fucking hate computers. Because computers, the only thing I'll generally use on computers is stuff that I'll use them as a hard disk recorder, as if they're a 4-track recorder. I don't know if anyone knows anything about music, but you just people wanted to record, and they used to record only 4 tracks, and then they used computers, and then I myself went up to 128 tracks per session, and I wanted more, but my computer couldn't handle it. So I'm kind of a perfectionist and so on, but it makes you work a lot harder when you have to make clean cut decisions. Do you know, like, instead of hiring a workforce of 100 people, you have to find the perfect person in that 100 people and only use that one person. It's like that, you got to fine tune exactly what you want, and then you get it. Otherwise you're just kind of window shopping, going next to next, and you don't ever really know what you want. And you're just constantly moving around going, oh, will I do this? Will this make me happy? There's a lot of love in mastery. I learned that from, like, there's the 48 Laws of Power. I love these fucking old books. These old books, man, I don't want to say that they never get old, but there's just, everyone copies them for a reason, like. Try, tested and true. Tried and true, tested. Yeah. But, green screen's a hoot and a holler, man, honestly. The things you can do. They made a film called The Two Popes on green screen. They made loads of the X-Men is entirely shot on green screen. Those lads make films just in their basements, their mom's basements, just with a green screen. Like, it's absolutely fucking insane things you can do just with it. As far as I can work out, if I have if I put this setup in a longer room so the camera's further away, and I get a green treadmill, I can shoot a full length film. As far as I can work out. I already have a load of these green backdrops ordered, so I'll be able to cover, like, the room. I can cover a room in a house with all this green shit, and then I can do all those, you know, those Drake music videos and shit where they're in a room and it's all like fucking flashing, like the whole room's purple and all that shit. That's all I have to do. I just have to do a green screen room, go and post, like, just like it is now. And so on. I don't know. Here, check this out. I think I can go upside down. Whoa! See that? It's fucking mad, like. What's going on in the world? I'm upside down now. It's fucking green screen world. Nothing makes sense in fucking green screen world. But yeah, it's just fucking wild. It's just fucking wild. Do this for the screenshot. For anyone who can't see me, I just flipped my character upside down on the fucking on the screen on the YouTube video. So I'm just here, like, having the absolute lols at myself. We should probably look. There's only 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna have a look at the news. But yeah, green screens, blow my mind, man. Blow my mind. And it looks so shit. Even if you've one of the settings wrong, it just looks fucking awful. I don't know. If you have one light in the wrong place, the whole thing looks like shit. Like, it's so hard to get. No one understands. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, girl. Alright, the journal, baby. What have we got in the journal? I might flip this fucking thing around because I'm getting fucking dizzy. Is anyone else getting dizzy? Or is it just me? Alright, what the fuck's going on here, lads? Let's find out. Gotta make sure. Okay. Today, oh shit, rapist returned to prison after breaching suspended sentence terms by committing burglaries. Fucking Jesus, lad. That's what they call in the business a career criminal. Labour promises 3-year rent freeze, living wage. Alright. Grand. Rapist returned to prison after breaching. Yeah, I read that already. So it's 5 counts on this one, so I think we'll be giving that one a go. I wonder what he has to say. Open YouTube. Okay. UK gives green light to limited 5G roll for China's Huawei. The decision to loud. Okay. So people are very paranoid about this new company called Huawei, or whatever it's spelled, Huawei, Huaweai or something. Apparently, even if you write a bad comment about China, you're never allowed to go there. It sounds fucking mad. People said to me, "Do not mention China because you'll never be allowed to go there," and I was like, "What? That doesn't seem right. Like, why would if they got nothing to hide? Why would they give a fuck?" So I don't know. It's kind of implying guilt if you ask me. So I hope they don't have that, and I hope they don't mind me. Anyway, FG senator apologises and withdraws remarks about Taoiseach being autistic. Ha! Sure, I'm the most autistic man in the room. Alright. Why is that even offensive? I don't know. They love throwing that word. Autistic is the new fucking thing. I'm telling you now. You won't be allowed to say autistic in 6 months. I'll tell you that now. Anyway. Mayo man jailed. He's fucking jailed. He's fucking gone. He tried it and backfired. Your man, body's being recovered. Seen Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. Alright. Surgical face masks are currently out of stock. Oh my god. The big outbreak in China, and they have to close down a whole city in China. It's bigger than LA, this whole place. Alright, so this big outbreak. Apparently it's to do with these things happen when a virus is transferred from animal to human, which is very rare. And apparently all these things just tend to suspiciously happen in China, like foot and mouth and so on. So something to do with cattle or something like that, according to a dodgy article I read. Patricia O'Connor tried to beat with a teapot the day she left. Daughter told Gardaí. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Woman charged with fatal stabbing, age 30. Grand. Alright, so some lad. All the stuff. I heard some. Jesus Christ, who gives a son of fuck? Someone said he was on the autistic spectrum, and then. Alright, here we go. Who contacted the Times about her remarks? She initially denied using the word autistic, but then she was informed there was a recording. Then she said she did not mean the word literally. The Fine Gael way. That is very funny. 700 upvotes. Connor says, it's all politicians from all parties. 100 votes there. It's a row among themselves. 58 things. Krakatower says, the fact her apology said it was illness. What? No, it's not. Shows that she didn't bother typing, trying to find out what she was talking about. Denied it until she heard it was recorded. Doesn't help. 330. Alright. So people's conversations off mic are now being used against them. So there. The whole thing just smacks of arrogance. Charlie McDonald says, is this individual still a candidate? Oh my god, 300 upvotes. Anne O'Connor says, While I totally disagree with what she said, this mistake is out of character of Catherine Noon or something like that, as she is consistently sticking up for the voice of the underprivileged. 49 upvotes. Sure she does, 200 in reply. 200 upvotes, so there's a bit of controversy there over that. Mandra, I hope she is removed. Ireland as a nation has moved forward in terms of how we speak in general. Growing up slurs like this. Oh, I'm so fucking bored. Right, whatever. Someone said something about someone and it was off camera. They didn't even know they said it or something. And now people are writing all the comments. Blue shirts. I don't know what blue shirts are, but it says Willie McIyer says blue shirts are experts at withdrawing comments when challenged. Forever at it. 150 upvotes. And the lad says Bertie. In response to that. Okay. Neil McAuley says, I think the way we are imploding IMPLODing FG is in this campaign. Alright, he's just shouting on. Alright, I'll finish it. They were lucky to get more than 35 seats. This woman is almost a cringe, including Regetta Doherty and Owen Murphy and Pascal Donahue is still in Ireland. Does anyone know? Haven't seen or heard of them in recent weeks. 170 something. That's by Neil McAuley 5 hours ago. They might get 38 seats, says some other lad. They are fucked, says some lad. Okay. Grand, it's all there if anyone wants to read up the stuff. Catherine Noonan and Leo fucking Vatker. Alright. I don't really give a flip, but it's just a little bit of gossip, you know. It's literally trash news, but you should listen. So yeah, the worst thing you can do in this current culture is either be a paedophile or a rapist, I think. Yeah. I was listening to, was it Milo Yapanakos or something? And he was saying that child pedophilia is rampant in the gay community. Whoa! Now, hang on. I didn't say that, alright? I'm not standing by that in any way. That's just what fucking Milo was saying or something. And he was going on about how he sucked his pastor's dick. Pastor Peter or something. It's all, I'm just going to tell you the link because I'm just going to sound like I'm talking shite if I just get Joe Rogan. Milo. Alright. So it's podcast 702 if anyone wants to check that out. Joe Rogan. Alright, Joe Rogan and Milo. YINNOPOULOUS. Okay, so if anyone wants to check that out, it's Joe Rogan Experience 702 Milo. Alright. So apparently that destroyed his career, apparently, that interview. I don't know. I say he's still going. I don't know how long ago that was. It was on the 2017? Possibly 2017. Okay. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, he said like he said that he was a sexual predator and at a young age and he was having sex with older men while he was underage. I think he mentioned priests, he mentioned some other people. But then it's kind of confusing because he did a bit of a vegan Stephen and he was like, oh, I like to just mess around though. I kind of like to play with the truth just for shock value. So then it was kind of like, okay, he's just joking then. So, to be honest, it was kind of confusing if it was a joke or not. I'm just going to say it was a joke because I don't know, and I haven't really done my homework at all, to be honest. But there was a whole lot of controversy about it. I think it was just kind of a joke-ish, but I don't know. There was a lot of backlash and controversy about it, so I'm not like naming the shame on this lad. He was just talking about it, and he could have just been talking shite, so who knows. But yeah, according to him, he was saying that a lot of drugs and I think they're called twinks is the word. I don't know what a twink is, but they kept talking about a twink in the podcast. as some, I don't know what it is. TWINK. Alright. So they kept talking about twinks all the time, and I didn't really know what that was. But, okay. Gay slang. Twink is gay slang for a young man in his late teens or early 20s whose traits may include general physical attractiveness, little to no body or facial hair, a slim to average build, and youthful appearance that may belly, B-E-L-I-E, older chronological age. Okay, so I don't really get what that means, but that is that's what Wikipedia says. Okay, gay slang, twink, and a load of links to videos just popped up there, but I think I might give those a miss till after the podcast. All right, so Jeffrey Epstein accuser is outraged by Prince Andrew's lack of cooperation. 7 hours BBC. Girl stunned. She got her finger cut off there in the door in the school, and she got 10,000. That's independent. And oh Jesus, it's a bit of witch hunting here. How's the vegan diet affect your intelligence by BBC? The always sunny in Philadelphia. 10 worst things. Got a bit of clickbait there. A bit of weather forecast. There's snow coming. 17 hours ago, says the sun. Alright. So, snow is coming. Gardaí got an old fucking car there. Spotted a stolen car. Gardaí spotted a stolen car after they noticed the sellotape. The insurance was fake insurance was sellotaped or something. I don't know. Ha! That's actually hilarious. Oh my god. They literally just put a fake. They said, that's so good. Instead of, like, for the year, that it says 2019, they literally just put a sticker over it that says 20 instead of 2019. That's so funny. That's so cheeky. That is so cheeky. So at a distance it just says, like, you know, oh, it's this year, but it was actually, they just got last year's insurance disc. Got out their printer, printed out the number. That is fucking insane. I did that once. Now let me finish. When I was, I think I was 17 or something, and I had to use my. There was something to do with, you know, we were underage and so on at the time. It's a long time ago, and we had to everyone photocopy their ID, and then went into it using paint or something to change the year of our birth, and then printed out our ID that we'd just as a piece of paper, like it wouldn't, and then we had to show the bouncer our basic, just off the printer piece of ID, and we had to say, sorry, we're getting a flight in the morning, our mums wouldn't let us take out our real ID, and then we'd be like, oh, he's like, oh, you're 18, and you go, so yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know how fucking we got away with it, but that's what all the kids were doing when I was growing up. I doubt it would work these days. But there's always something like, there was something like guards were checking people's, not guards, bouncers were checking people's Facebook account as ID for a while, and then kids started changing their age on Facebook just to get in the club, and then, it's a whole fucking thing. So, yeah, I don't know, that's all the things. Anyway, and I think I am out of here. Okay. So, there you are. Milo said a load of shocking stuff. I only watched it once, so I have no idea really what they were talking about. And that's all I have to say. Okay, brilliant. So have a great day. I believe in you, lads. And all the best. It's all the best. It's every day.